cheaply. Ceballos to Benzema. Oh, and it's misread by Tchouaméni, kicking Garcia quick to get onto it. Brasanac finds Abde. And pitch side, Bruno Bergereche. Bruno, it's a fabulous atmosphere in the Bernabeu tonight. It's been an electric start from the home side. Any reaction from the dugouts to what we've seen so far?
Will drag you in.
Yes, good evening, Simon. Hello, Victor. It's one of those starts to the game at the Bernabeu which makes it difficult when you're pitch side. You can't really see too many gaps in the game to really intervene. It's so high tempo, attacks, constant threats down one end and the other. So it looks like it's going to have that sort of pace to it. And, well, not too much of a reaction so far from either dugout. Jago Arrasate coming in and out of his substitutes bench. And Carlo Ancelotti, as usual, standing on the edge, a calm figure looking on at the action at the Santiago Bernabeu.
Thanks, Bruno. I'm sure you'll keep us informed of everything that's going on down there pitch side. I've just seen Victor a second rather sloppy bit of play from Tchouaméni. That's not like him, is it?
I have talked very good words for him, and the following next two balls he has touched, he has lost and missed.
Yes,
but anyway,
of the commentator.
He's a young player, and very young player, but he's showing his character and his personality. It's not easy, I can assure you. I played it for Real Madrid. There's a big pressure every time you wear this t-shirt.
Vini Jr., that's brilliantly defended. Osasuna looking very solid at the back. Unai Garcia there, keeping his cool, still on the ball. In the end, losing out to Ferland Mendy, but managed to snuff out the danger posed by Vini there. There's Vini again. Now Cruz looks up for his traditional trademark crossfield ball. Carvajal nods it down to Dani Ceballos. Tchouaméni, Ceballos once more. Here's Cruz. As Arabol's ball in, blocked by Unai. Tchouaméni. Laliga gets it back from Vini Jr.
Nice Mendy.
Dink over the top from Tchouaméni to Mendy. Benzema. His preferred partner, Vini Jr. up front. They have such great understanding between each other. Juan Cruz for Osasuna.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Can't see a way forward. David Garcia returns the ball to Sergio Herrera. But they look very well prepared, Osasuna. Not losing their position out there on the pitch. There's Lucas Torro. Juan Cruz. Still Cruz. Well, he's looking for Abde. That one's a bit ambitious. No problems for Carvajal, but Abde biting at his heels there. He plays it back to Andriy Lunin. It's a huge game for the Ukrainian keeper today. It's his first game in La Liga representing Real Madrid from the kickoff in the Santiago Bernabeu. His previous two games against Atletico Madrid and Cadiz were both on the road. They lost that derby to Atletico and drew in Cadiz to Cadiz, so yet to know what it's like to start in a winning team in a La Liga game, Andriy Lunin. And of course he doesn't get to see too much action as understudy to Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, but for sure tonight he has something to say, because I am sure that Osasuna will have their chances. Real Madrid also is a team that they want to control the game through long possessions, keeping the ball, trying to be patient to find spaces and going for that for them. But many times also they have risk. They run into the space, they open their lines, they play in a fair position, and they concede many spaces to their opponents. And Osasuna has to be ready to use that, and Lunin has to be ready also to avoid any situation.
Moncayola finds Darko Brasinac. Of course, the lone striker for Osasuna today, the veteran Kike Garcia, making his first start off the season, will, whenever given the opportunity, make life extremely tough for the Real Madrid centre-backs, and particularly, I'm sure, he'll target Lunin. Big, strong, physical centre-forward. Here's Brasinac. Garcia squares it to Abde. Thinks about a shot, gets outside Rodrigo, but he can only hit the side netting. But it's a shot from Osasuna, and it gives Ancelotti's defence something to think about.
I like a lot this player, Abde. He always face his opponent, looking for the 1-against-1. He has the possibility for the both sides, right or left, and it's really, really dangerous.
Well, a warning sign from the Moroccan wide forward player. Plenty to prove he'll feel tonight in the Bernabeu. Juan Cruz with the clearance.
Yeah. And Real Madrid, after the first 10 minutes, they have tried to go for the game with a little bit of pace. They go into a comfortable mood. No, they are moving the ball very slow, in my opinion. Like this is very easy for Osasuna to keep the good balance, a good position, and for Real Madrid it's very difficult to find spaces to explode. So also Real Madrid, we have seen the last minutes conceding Osasuna to play easy with the ball, sitting a little bit back to create the spaces, because Real Madrid also feel comfortable coming in near to their own box to try to recover and run into the space for Vinicius, for Rodrigo, also for Benzema.
Dani Ceballos winning a throw there. It's Carvajal. Plays it back to Rudiger under pressure from Garcia. He returns it to Lunin. Alaba. Now Chouameni. Alaba again.
I really love Hazard.
Chouameni with a Toni Kroos-esque ball to Carvajal.
We want him to score more goals. We want him to score as much as expect him.
Ceballos. Rodrigo did well, holding the ball up, lays it off to Carvajal, who takes his time, waiting for the arrival at the far post of Benzema. Mendy got there first, and Benzema could only watch as it flew over his head. He clearly complains to his compatriot, and Mendy says, shout a bit louder. But Carvajal's plan, waiting for the arrival of Benzema, was clear, and Benzema's frustration also obvious.
Yeah, that was a great cross from Carvajal. So we have seen one good cross from the left wing, Mendy trying to reach Benzema. Now Carvajal against trying to reach Benzema, but Mendy has made a good movement coming into the area. But like you said, Simon, I think also he took the ball that was perfect for his partner, Karim Benzema.
Well, Kike Garcia wins a free kick in favour of Osasuna. Alaba holding on to him, but it's Chouameni whose arm wraps around Kike Garcia's head. Garcia goes down in theatrical fashion, but he's a big, tough lad, Kike Garcia. I'm sure he hardly felt that. Either way, he's won a free kick. And this is one of the ways in which Osasuna can put pressure on Real Madrid from set pieces.
This type I want to.
And they win the first corner of the game. Another opportunity for the side from Pamplona to...
They have very good headers, especially Unai Garcia, David Garcia and Kike Garcia, the three Garcias.
That is too ambitious.
Well, they'll be looking to put pressure on that man. Lunin, the corner comes in. Carvajal gets the blocked header away from the near post. And Mendy just did enough. Ceballos loses out, but the whistle goes. And momentary relief for Real Madrid. We're 19 minutes into this one, and quite frankly, Victor, Osasuna, after those opening 10 minutes or so, looking more and more comfortable on the pitch of the Bernabeu.
Yeah, it's looking very close to the game last season. It doesn't matter. Osasuna is playing with a back of 5 players or 4. They behave is the same, trying to keep compact, closing the gaps, the players close to their partners, supporting them, helping.
Vinny with the cross. It's blocked by Unai Garcia. Falls for Rodrigo. Does well. Unai was there to block. Vinny insisting, tries a little audacious back heeler to Benzema. Osasuna get it away. Cruz trying to prevent Moy Gomez from progressing. There's a chance on the break. Darko Brasinac finds Abde. Real Madrid getting back in numbers. It's an awkward ball though, and trying to place it, but dragging it wide. Nacho Abde does well.
Look at the back of Mendy. Yeah,
and all alone.
I think their cross can do a little bit more to try to make more difficult the kick from their opponent.
I think he thinks about shooting, thinks about crossing, and ends up doing neither one thing nor the other. But a bit of an error at the back in terms of positioning from Ancelotti's defence there. Osasuna just unable to take advantage. Nacho looking on with a serious look on his face.
This kind of plays we have seen before. I think we are going to see more times. When Real Madrid lose the ball, when they are attacking, the transition is a risky situation. I don't know what is happening now. Maybe
Bruno can let us know. Bruno, Arasati having words with Abde, and something else is going on. Is that right?
Yeah, I think there's a health issue for someone in the crowd, because for a while I saw the Real Madrid the doctors and sort of medical staff were looking over, and then the workers of the actual stadium, Santiago Bernabéu, went over to that corner, and everyone was having a look over there. And I think there's an issue with someone. The referee was warned by the club delegate to stop play so they could attend that issue. So I think everyone's just having a look now to see what happens. Hopefully nothing serious, but that's the reason that play has been stopped.
Well, it's not the first time this season that a game has been paused for this kind of medical situation. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. Meanwhile, Bruno Moy Gomez's failed shot/cross there won't have pleased Ancelotti, the amount of space he had in the Real Madrid area. Have you seen a reaction from the Italian coach?
No, but I have seen more and more conversations with Davide Ancelotti, with his son, who has come out. Normally that's a sign of Real Madrid not being as comfortable as they normally are. When things are going well, you can see Carlo Ancelotti as a bit of a lone figure out there in the technical area. But yes, a lot of dialogue between father and son in the last couple of minutes.
Well, the game continues, which we have to take as good news for that potential medical situation. Bruno, I'm sure you'll keep us informed. Meanwhile, Mendy plays the ball back to Alaba, finds Tchouaméni. It's Real Madrid try and seek to get back on top. Osasuna have been very positive over the last 10 minutes or so. And there's another example. Vinny Jr. claiming that he was fouled. Cruz hit at him. The ball goes out for an Osasuna throw, and that is the referee's final decision. And Lucas Torro quite decided that he was an innocent party in that little exchange.
Kroos is so accuracy player that always is giving the ball to his mate.
Oh, that's a poor one, and how relieved will David Garcia be to have heard the referee Cuadra Fernandez blow his whistle. Again, the home fans not too much in agreement. Garcia knew he'd played himself into trouble, just waited, I think, to feel enough contact from Rodrigo Goes, and was quite quick to go down.
Yeah, this is the situation I was mentioning before. Real Madrid also like to sit a little bit back and concede to the opponent's time and the ball, to try to let them to go into these kind of situations, to make mistakes, and then you have the possibility to steal the ball and run to the counter with the spaces. No, so unfortunately for Real Madrid has been a foul, but we will see more times this situation, Real Madrid sitting back and conceding Osasuna the ball.
Here's Abde. Was very close to link with Lucas Toro. That all started with Kike Garcia holding the ball up in expert fashion. Brasinac then pinged it out to Abde. Here's Abde again, driving at Dani Carvajal, who brilliantly gets between his rival and the ball. Ceballos finds Tchouaméni. Here's Carvajal once more.
Yeah, and Osasuna is trying to explode their left wing. We are watching in these 25 minutes, all their attacks are coming through this flank. They want to take advantage of the good moment of Abde against Carvajal. That also is a good duel for them.
They also have that threat from Moy Gomez, of course, down the right flank, and well, we saw that before that brief pause in play, that we have to keep an eye on him as well. Meanwhile, Rudiger on the ball, crosses into the Osasuna half. Good ball to Vinny, who controls with sublime ease. Mendy to Tchouaméni. Cross comes in, and well, he misread the moment to make that cross, I think.
Yeah, these kind of crosses are very easy to defend for their opponents. Is the opposite than they have done, Mendy and Carvajal, trying to reach in the byline, where the crosses they give the advantage to the offensive players, no, instead of the defenders.
Kike Garcia chasing that. Mendy gets there first. Ball through to Andriy Lunin. Carvajal. It's given away cheaply. Brasinac. Moncayola. Juan Cruz. Garcia to Moy Gomez. David Garcia back to the keeper. Herrero sends it long. Neatly flicked on to Brasinac, who wrong foots Dani Ceballos, picks out Abde. Seeing plenty of the ball, as Victor points out. Moy Gomez squares it. The shot from Moncayola, and it's comfortable for Lunin, but he'll feel good about having been well positioned and managing to pull off his first save of the evening. One of the problems, of course, for a keeper of a team like Real Madrid is you don't really have that much work to do, and when you do have to face shots, they're few and far between. Your concentration has to be 100%.
Yeah, it has been a good save, and we have seen also David Alaba asking something more for the partners, especially for Toni Kroos, that he was in this zone conceding a lot of space and time to Moncayola for this shot. No, I think also, Simon, that the crowd is going to press the team in a few minutes. Is the game continue like that without good chances to score for Real Madrid? That's happened many times at Bernabeu.
Ceballos, here's Vinny Jr., and he hits it straight at Herrera. You can hear the groans of disappointment from the fans in the Bernabeu. We'd previously seen a fabulous challenge from Nacho Vidal, taking the ball off Vinny Jr.'s feet. Vinny starting just to get a little bit more involved in these last couple of attacks from Real Madrid. Here he is again, and this time you could hear his shout of pain as he's brought down by Nacho Vidal. It's a free kick to Real Madrid. There you can see the attempt from Vinny Jr. Didn't quite have the commitment for the shot.
It's been a very good through pass from Ceballos to Vinicius, providing a very good chance for a kick. and it hasn't been the best shoot from Vini.
Well, like Lunin's save at the other end a few moments ago, that was easy for Herrera. Let's see if Real Madrid can cause him more difficulties from this set piece. It's going to be Toni Kroos to take it. Plenty of target men in the box. The German swings it into the edge of the area. And, well, it's greeted by Rudiger, but he didn't really know where that was going. And the ball goes out harmlessly for a goal kick.
Very clear situation. I think there were so many heads in front of him that he lost the view of the ball, and that's why he couldn't head in a good way, in something that is one of his strongest abilities.
Garcia holds the ball up so well. This is Juan Cruz. Now Abde. Moy Gomez. Cruz. Abde with a brilliant run behind. Carvajal gets the cross back, and Tchouaméni was in the right place at the right time. Cruz gets there ahead of the Bayo.
Lucky.
किन आउट किरहेछ यार आज यार गेम यार
Now Dani Carvajal. Ceballos showing for the ball. Tchouaméni picks out Benzema in his favoured wide left position. Benzema makes his way into the centre of the attack. Rudiger finds Carvajal. Dimps one in. Towards Rodrigo, didn't have the necessary precision. Rudiger wins it back well off Darko Brasinac. Toni Kroos. Again, that's trademark Kroos. Carvajal. Benzema. Carvajal, time to pick his spots. And it's down to Juan Cruz to play the ball out. Play the ball out, he does.
That was a great cross again. I missed there one player attacking the nearest post. I think that kind of ball is very good for forwards that run into the nearest post.
It's Benzema. And in the end, Alaba wins the corner for Real Madrid. It's their fourth. They had 3 corners very early on after the kick-off. Had to wait till well past the half-hour mark for their fourth. It's Kroos with the delivery. Tchouaméni failing to make the pass to Carvajal. And a chance on the break for Osasuna. It's 3 against 2. If Moy Gomez can make the right decision, Garcia. Abde drags it wide. What an opportunity there on the counter from Osasuna. Tchouaméni failing to deal with it. Carvajal was there waiting. It's quickly led, this counter, by Moy Gomez. Garcia just gets a touch which takes it beyond the reach of Ceballos. Abde trying to play the ball across the keeper, misses the target by a couple of meters.
It's been a very bad execution of a set piece from Real Madrid, from a corner that it's supposed you have to create a good chance to score. Has happened just the opposite, no? A very good opportunity for Osasuna to score.
And how quick they were to break forward. There was a momentary 3 against 2 there in favour of the side from Pamplona. They were playing with real verve and confidence in the Santiago Bernabeu, as is their want. As Victor's already pointed out, they got a draw here last season. Only ever won twice in the Bernabeu in the club history. And of late, Real Madrid have got a very positive record against them. 16 games without a win for Osasuna in this fixture.
Citizens. Come on.
But as we said from the start, they are a team who demand respect from the big clubs, and Real Madrid traditionally have found it hard going against Osasuna.
Some price.
A very clear identity, and they're so well organised out there, aren't they? Keeping the shape superbly well.
Yeah, but also Osasuna is a very aggressive team. Yeah. They are conceding a lot of time to Real Madrid players, and this is a risky situation for them, because players with such a high quality that Real Madrid they have, especially on passing abilities, could be very dangerous for them. But of course, they are well organised. They are these two defensive lines, very compact, helping every player. Real Madrid is not moving the ball very quick from one side to the other to try to disorganize this defensive system, and at the moment they are comfortable, but they are conceding a lot of time to Real Madrid players with the ball.
Well, Ceballos and Rodrigo Goes weren't too happy with the referee's decision there after two crunching challenges from Juan Cruz, but the resulting decision was a throw-in in favour of Osasuna, and that goes down as wonderful defending from the Osasuna left back. Here's Toni Kroos on the ball. Rudiger looking for Vinny, who's penalised. And Vinny, well, I think he knows what he's doing. He's getting the fans' frustration into voice, but to try and get some support from the Bernabeu here.
I think now he's remembering the same situation he had received some minutes ago, where Toni Kroos hit him with the ball. Could be the same kind of play.
Certainly Ancelotti believes that.
Yeah.
Well, it's turning into a frustrating first half for Real Madrid. Benzema helping out the referee by placing the ball where the incident occurred, just on the very edge of the Osasuna box. Herrera is going to send it long.
Yeah, and Herrera facing Benzema. At the moment, we haven't seen each other in any challenge, but...
Oh, here's Vinny, lovely turn. He's through now. He's got Rodrigo in the middle. Benzema hanging back, plays it over the top for Benzema. What an absolutely fabulous attempt from Karim Benzema. The volley on the run, one of the hardest things to pull off, and that was millimetres away from hitting the target. It's a gorgeous dummy turn there from Vinny Jr. Rodrigo making the run to pull the Osasuna central defenders with him. Vinny knew where that one was going. It was going to Karim Benzema. What a wonderful touch from the Frenchman. So close to putting Real Madrid ahead.
So close, Simon. We have been waiting 37 minutes to see such a high quality movement from Real Madrid. Yeah, very well played, very good cross with the external side of his feet for Vini. Nice cross, and very nice and very difficult kick from Benzema. I was about to say that Benzema has today one of his big challenges. He hasn't scored still to Herrera.
His Rodrigo gets the ball and cuts it back, just failing to get there on the near post. Dani Ceballos. Still Real Madrid insisting. What a fabulous understanding Vinny Jr. and Karim Benzema have built up. Mendy. Alaba. Great challenge from Nacho Vidal. However, it's Vinny now. Ceballos. Benzema losing out to Blasinac. There's one for Kike Garcia to chase. Looks over his shoulder. It's well defended. Arrasate applauding. Again, Osasuna showing a threat on the break. I don't think Kike Garcia believed for 1 minute he was going to beat Rudiger on a sprint half the pitch distance, but it's well defended nonetheless. What a fabulous piece of just to shave the paintwork of the far post. Either way, the best chance of the game from either side. Brasinac. 1 or 2 problems for Mendy, under pressure from John Moncoyola. The decision goes Real Madrid's way. Well, it's been a fascinating first half so far here in the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid dominating, but Osasuna offering a real threat. Lovely footwork from Toni Kroos. Picks out Dani Ceballos. Kroos again, a gorgeous crossfield ball to Ferland Mendy. Mendy cuts it back for Benzema. Half volley on the edge of the box, this time failed to get his weight right behind it and ballooned it over the crossbar.
That's very well played from Real Madrid. This is something you have to do against a well-organized team, using the ability of Toni Kroos to shoot the game with such a long crosses, long passes, and then you have the time to try to find positions for shooting. No? But this ball, this cross hasn't been so easy for Benzema.
Caused problems there. For Alaba. Alaba finds Kroos. Caused problems there. For Alaba. Alaba finds Kroos. Mendy to Vini. Benzema. Mendy again. And Rodrigo. Carvajal outside him. Rodrigo trying to go all the way. It's when defended again by Juan Cruz. This time the result is a corner in favour of Real Madrid. Taken quickly. Dani Ceballos. Alaba. To Vini Jr. Cuts inside Moi Gomez. Oh! And Real Madrid take the lead. Benzema with the arms raised. And Alaba congratulating V. I think Cuadra Fernandez has his doubts about this. Benzema seemed to raise his arms in apology. The question is whether he got a touch or not. The goal will stand. Real Madrid make it 1-0, and let's take one more look at it. First of all, Alaba finds Vini Jr., who goes outside Moi Gomez. And
it's a goal.
Yes, it's a perfect goal. There are 3 players in offside positions. None of them get anywhere near the ball. You can't say they're interfering with Sergio Herrera's sight of the ball. Real Madrid take a lead in the most unusual of fashions.
Yeah, the only one that moves to the ball is Rudiger, and I think he is in a good position. Benzema is in offside, in my opinion, but he is not affecting to the movement and to the play, so for me it's a clear goal.
For VAR, it's a clear goal as well. Estrada Fernandez confirming it. It's the gesture of an offside Benzema with the arms raised in the air there, but it's arms raised in the air in innocence, saying, look, I know I'm offside, I'm not trying to get the ball, and he's absolutely right. Yeah. It's 1-0 to Real Madrid. Vini Jr. with the breakthrough.
After watching this review, I have some doubts with Rudiger's position.
Yeah.
For Benzema it's clear because he has he's not affecting to the goalkeeper. But Rudiger moves to the ball, and could be the interpretation for the referee that if he is a little bit offside, then should be not considered that goal.
Well, Benzema was clearly a metre or 2 offside. Yeah. With Rudiger, it's more touch and go. Would have been very, very close. Certainly Arrasate and Sergio Herrera will agree with your doubts. No
but
question.
The point is the interpretation for the referee. Even if Rudiger is in offside position, if the referee understands that he's not affecting to the goalkeeper view, he concedes the goal.
Well, it's a great moment for Madrid to take the lead, and there's more opportunity here. Rodrigo is bundled over by Unai Garcia in what the referee understands as a legal shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Really well defended. Again, the cross comes in. Tchouaméni rising to greet it, but heads off target. Well, after almost a whole half with Osasuna showing a few chinks in their armour, Herrera completely surprised by that one. Vinny clearly not aiming to score. Benzema realising he's clearly offside. The goal goes down to Vinny Jr. and Real Madrid are 1-0 up. And how often do Real Madrid, after this kind of first half, get themselves ahead, get themselves in an advantageous situation with a very, very late goal? They've done it once again. You have to keep playing until the half-time whistle.
And again Vinicius being very important for...
So been added to the first half. Bruno Bergereche, I'm sure Jagoba been added to the first half. Bruno Bergereche, I'm sure Jagoba Rassat is seething about that one.
Yeah, no one was happy about that decision. I think they feel that perhaps Rudiger's attempt, at least that movement, sort of put off Sergio Herrera, who delayed his movement as well in sync after that attempted volley from Rudiger. So that's what they were complaining about. Thiago Barroso, they're not happy at all with that goal being conceded, with it being so late as well, just before half-time.
Well, we've seen it happen again and again and again, and Real Madrid have done it once more. There's a yellow card for Dani Ceballos as we move into the final minute of first half stoppage time. It's a free kick for Osasuna, who will be kicking themselves for the form that opening goal from their hosts came about. Moy Gomez to put the ball back in play. First yellow card of the game for Ceballos. Not the greatest set piece from Moy Gomez. She's Laliga champions.
Well, not a very good game for Real Madrid at the moment. They are trying to reach the win slowly. After very good first 10 minutes, they come into a comfortable mood, waiting, moving the ball easy, slowly, and waiting the chances come by itself. So, but finally they could get the opener here with this cross from Vinicius, and now the game is in a different mood because Osasuna has to move forward and leaving and conceding more spaces for Real Madrid that could be very risky.
Well, Vinny Jr., the man who broke the deadlock. Tremendous disappointment for Osasuna after a wonderful performance for 99% of that first half. The half-time score in the Bernabeu: Real Madrid 1, Osasuna 0.
Microsoft helps bring new metrics to Laliga. Go deeper into the action to analyze and enjoy more of the game you love with Beyond Stats. It's your game.
Winning.
So it's a break, and I don't know what am I supposed to do. Let me play some pool. I put my Discord link in the description, so you guys can hop in to Discord and watch the game live. Eri sakhi more piya ghar aaya, आग लगी इस सावन में. एरी सखी मोरे पिया घर आए. Let's see PUBG ma ko cha, and if I could call anyone, I would do. Banda is still alive in PUBG. के गरौँ पब्जीमा शिफ्ट गरौँ. होइन शिफ्ट नगरौँ, यतिकै राखौँ न. के भयो त, बरु यस्तो गरौँ, मेरो फेस चाहिँ बन्द गरौँ न. ओके गाइस, म एकैछिन यसो ब्रेकमा पब्जी सब्जी खेलेर बस्छु ल. टिडिएममा निकै होइन, गेम राम्रै खेल्न.
রাব্বি দিদি কয়ারস হালা আমার দোন এই পড়া কয়ারস তারে যাবার হইছে দিদি না
ওই হালা আমার দুন
मेरी सखी मोरे यार रे आ पर आमालाई चिन्ताले मार्यो नि ल होय Can't stop this bloody revolution. Guys, एकैछिन ब्रेक चलिरहेछ. We will be back. So the break मा निद्रा लाग्छ भनेर I just Okay, game start wise, guys. I will be back. Oh shit. Goal and seconds, yaar. I need to finish this game. Yes, yeah, shit, it's 1-1. Soon goal and this together.
Arasate's decision to start him for the first time all season. Kike Garcia with the equaliser for Osasuna. We've been saying how they traditionally make life difficult for Real Madrid, and can they make it even worse? Here's Abde managing to hold on to the ball, supported by Moy Gomez. Well, that'll put wind in the sails of the... That's a good ball. Moy's through. Maybe waited just a little bit long. Cut it back by Kike Garcia. He miscued his shot. I think personally Moy Gomez had a chance at a shot there.
Yeah, but also he did a great pass, and in my opinion, Rudiger did a great deflection from Kike Garcia kick. I think he deflected the ball. Let's see now. Or maybe he didn't touch the ball, but with his movement, pressing Kike Garcia position, he wasn't able to hit the ball in a perfect way.
Camavinga and Fede Valverde come on. Tchouameni replaced. And Bruno, you'll confirm for us who Valverde is coming on for.
Ceballos.
So, Dani Ceballos, your thoughts on Ceballos' performance? Just lasted 53 minutes.
It's been, I've seen his behavior has been very good, very positive. He has been asking the ball all the time, also in a very good move to recover the ball with the high pressing. Good through ball he connected in the first half to Vinicius in one of the best chances for Real Madrid. But the problem is the team environment. From the beginning, Real Madrid is playing a bit slow, and then it's difficult to get something very special from a player in this kind of games when the team is playing so slow.
Ball out, it's collected by Vinny, tries the cross to Benzema. Cruz wins it back off Moy Gomez. Toni Kroos finds Benzema. It's blocked, and in the end the ball falls to Moy Gomez once more. Well,
and for sure the now two situations are going to bring to Real Madrid more stamina, and they will play in a higher pace for sure. First one has been the goal they have conceded, and the second one, Camavinga and Valverde coming in, that are two players with a high fitness condition also.
Valverde, of course, who's been on international duty with Uruguay, played one full game and one partial game over the international break. Here's Mendy for Real Madrid. Toni Kroos. Camavinga out to Vinny Jr. Is Vinny still looking for Benzema, gets the return ball. A rebound falls to the feet of Karim Benzema. Looking to link with Rodrigo, failing to do so. Kroos keeps the attack going. Is Mendy, Benzema, Rodrigo into the area. Good footwork from him. Can't see a way forward. Mendy finds Kroos. Kroos finding Valverde. He's got a shot from that kind of distance. Finds Camavinga instead. Camavinga dancing away from the challenges. Goes down and wins a free kick for the challenge by Moy Gomez. Interesting situation here for Real Madrid. Camavinga caught in fact by Lucas Torreira. There's the clearly legal position of Kiki Garcia as that ball came in from Unai.
And this is the line we missed from Rudiger position in the first half.
Toni Kroos standing over this one. Herrera looking.
It's a good position for Alaba.
Exactly. We've seen Alaba's ability from dead balls already this season, and it looks as though Alaba certainly is focused on this. Which of the two will it be? Dani Carvajal and Karim Benzema just away from Carvajal in front of the wall. It's Alaba, not too far away. Disappointed with himself, but over the wall looking for that top right-hand corner. He didn't miss it by much.
Yeah, that was close, yeah.
Well, excellent start to the second half. Referee having words with Karim Benzema. Cheers and whistles. Osasuna, and for the neutral fan Victor, it's really nicely poised now. There's Garcia's goal, and almost impossible for Looney that because it loops over him.
And from that position it's very difficult to read that the forward is going ahead, and especially not only to hit the ball, to put the ball on the top corner. Even if Kike says angry there, it's very difficult to read.
I mean, for a striker in that position, he's clearly got the idea of going for goal, but also maybe the ball being greeted on the far post by a partner as well. Either way, it's an absolutely fabulous finish from Kike Garcia. Full credit to him, and as I've already said, credit to Arasate for choosing Garcia in the starting 11 today in the Bernabeu.
During this break, because Osasuna, they keep the most of their players in Pamplona, they play a friendly game against Valladolid.
Yep.
Kike Garcia scored, so that's kind of games, friendly games, that the target is to prepare the following game. Should be a good chance for Kike to win their place in the first 11.
Of course, the striker we most often talk about for Osasuna is Chimi Avila. He's suspended for this one and played no part in the pre-match plans, obviously. As Sati said yesterday, when the game finishes and the player's seen a red card, you simply forget about him until he's available again, and that's clearly what he's done. And Garcia has proved to be a very wise choice ahead of Ante Budimir, who begins today on the bench, and we may well see at some stage of proceedings tonight. But coming up to the hour mark, it's 1-1 between Real Madrid and Osasuna. Toni Kroos picks out Rodrigo Goes. Benzema making a run. Will the flag go up for offside? Benzema controls. It's a brilliant save from Herrera, but the flag is up for offside, and I'm sure Benzema knew that his position was an illegal one. That'll give Herrera plenty of confidence, though.
Yeah, anyway, Herrera did the save, and it's very interesting stats between these two players, Herrera and Benzema, because he's one of the few goalkeepers that Karim hasn't been able to beat in the 1-against-1 that goalkeepers they have against forwards.
That was a fabulous save. In the end, it didn't count, but a really strong hand to.
I remember last season in Pamplona, Herrera saved 2 penalties to Benzema.
Absolutely. Here's Rodrigo over the top, and his hands cover his face in anguish. Benzema as well. Look at the quality of that ball from Karim Benzema. Rodrigo on the turn, and it's well defended by David Garcia, who just does enough, I think, to push Rodrigo slightly wide, and the shot snatched and over the crossbar.
It's very well played from Real Madrid, Karim Benzema and Rodrigo, and also very well defended. And Real, for the benefit of Real Madrid, they need that Karim and Rodrigo, especially Rodrigo, to appear much more during the game, because we haven't seen few things from Rodrigo, at this player also that is performing in a high level, helping the team to the wins every game. So maybe we are coming now into these minutes, special minutes, where Real Madrid is a terrific team. I have seen one stat that since the start of the season, Real Madrid has scored 14 goals after 60 minutes of the game and conceded 0. So we are exactly in this point of the game.
Yeah, that's ominous news indeed for Arrasati's interests. Real Madrid past masters in knowing when the moment to strike has arrived. Benzema being asked by Quadra Fernandez to just wait and retake it. And the home fans didn't appreciate that too much. Rudiger finds Dani Carvajal. Kroos has dropped back, offering for this one. Instead is eventually worked to Valverde, back to Rudiger. And here's Alaba. Mendy. Kroos. Carvajal making a run. Abde got there ahead of Carvajal, bundles him over. It's another free kick in favour of the home side. Now, 2 players have seen yellow cards in the first half. Abde, the Osasuna player who was so punished, was Dani Ceballos for Real Madrid, and he of course has been subbed. The game being played in excellent spirits by both sides, and everything is possible here tonight in the Bernabeu. Here's Valverde. Returns it to Kroos. Kroos with the cross, headed away by Toro. Only as far as Valverde. Dips it over the top. Camavinga getting out the way, realising his position was offside.
Now Toni Kroos is with the role of a hangar midfielder, like an anchor, helping the team to build from the back. Very easy for his quality, and also trying to move the ball as quick as possible from one side to the other, and his ability moving the ball with the long range passes is very interesting for Real Madrid. And then we have Valverde position and Camavinga in a more offensive way, trying to find the spaces between the lines, also reaching the second line to support Benzema and the wingers.
Well, Vinny Jr. just caught offside there as Benzema sought to combine with him. Bruno, any signs of Arrasate making any adjustments? It seems that there are.
Yes, Rubén Peña and Aimar Oroz have both got the call up from the manager. Manuel Sanchez was warming up as well, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be coming on. So it will be Aimar Oroz and Rubén Peña as Ante Budimir and Rubén Garcia come out to warm up.
So Arrasate preparing to make a couple of retouches. Camavinga on the ball, finds Vinny Jr. Mendy managed to get it back to him. Vinny couldn't find a way through. Herrera with the clearance. Alaba underneath it. Cruz picks up Camavinga. Camavinga over the top looking for Benzema. Defence get it away. It comes back to the feet of Toni Kroos. Alaba. Mendy.
It's very slow, Real Madrid moving the ball, so it's very easy for Osasuna to keep a good balance, a good position, and Real Madrid didn't find any advantage. But Real has such a quality players that at any moment, at any time, one of the individuals can provide a good chance to score.
Here's Rodrigo, tries a shot, and it was a really awkward one for Sergio Herrera, on target, curling low off the surface of the pitch at the Bernabeu, just bouncing ahead of the Osasuna keeper, who did well to get his body behind that. Did well to maintain control of the ball as well. Moy Gomez. David Garcia. He's looking to link with Juan Cruz. Instead, a chance for Valverde. Back inside to Toni Kroos. Here's Camavinga. Mendy in space. Rodrigo to Benzema. Camavinga. Kroos. Mendy. Rodrigo. Mendy again. Puts the cross in. It takes a deflection. It's headed away by Unai Garcia, only as far as Rudiger. Carvajal. Another delivery into the box. Herrera collecting brilliantly. He spills it. And in the end, it's hoiked away. Herrera, I think, claiming that he may have been impeded in some fashion. Well, I think, if anything, it's by Unai Garcia. Either way, David Garcia quick to get rid of the danger. It will be a corner for Real Madrid. Toni Kroos with the delivery. To the far post. Headed away only as far as Carvajal. He tries a shot. It's semi-blocked. Rodrigo collects. So that's a misunderstanding between he and Toni Kroos. And that's brilliantly played. And Garcia gets away from Mendy. Kike Garcia looks up. He's got support. Toro keeps it in play, only just, battling with it, wins a corner. Again, how quick Osasuna are to build up those counter-attacks.
Yeah.
And it's the second time they've done it from a corner, isn't it?
Yeah. And then Carvajal here has been very close to make a penalty, because he jumped himself to the grass, and that Manu Sanchez in could be also a move into a back five players.
Well, Ruben Peña comes on. Abde and Darko Brasnic go off, and also coming on Aimar Oroz, one of the brilliant young potential, well, real talents. He's already a talent, but certainly the future looks bright for him. He's got off to a brilliant start. He's missed the last 2 games through injury. A player who joined Osasuna at the age of 11 or 12 and had many of the big clubs, Barcelona and Real Madrid, amongst them, sniffing around him, but deciding he wanted to continue his development at Osasuna. As we watch Kike Garcia's equaliser again, and the joy of his celebration, and he's a real one to watch, is Aimar Oroz.
Yes, such an interesting player. His eruption in Laliga has been absolutely outstanding. And I said before Manu Sanchez, but I wanted to mention Ruben Peña, that he's going to play as a left fullback, and maybe now we are going to see a back 5 players in Osasuna try to keep the draw for them and waiting for the chances to the counter.
There's that collision between Unai Gomez and Sergio Herrera. Herrera having to get out the way as Garcia blasted it. Didn't want it to take a awkward and potentially humiliating deflection. Cruz wins that. Vinny Jr., gorgeous first touch. Tries to lay it off to Benzema. But John Moncoyola just got enough of a touch to take it away from its original destination. Here's Toni Kroos. Valverde thought about a shot, lays it off for Carvajal. Carvajal with the cross, overcooks it. Goal kick. Well, you can hear the frustrated response of the fans at the Bernabeu there. You can also see the bias for Real Madrid in favour of attacking down the left flank as Camavinga makes the block and gives away a throw in. Yeah. Carvajal there claiming that one came off Aimar, and I think he was right.
But we are watching Real Madrid doing once and once, repeating the same situation, moving the ball and reaching the wings and crossing from a far position. In my opinion, it's much more dangerous for their opponents when you try to reach the byline and the crosses come into the face to the forwards. It's a very big between the same situation, moving the ball and reaching the wings and crossing from a far position. In my opinion, it's much more dangerous for their opponents when you try to reach the byline and the crosses come into the face to the forwards. It's a very big difference. We are watching all these crosses from Real Madrid from far positions, easy to defend for goalkeeper and defenders.
That was Rodrigo Goes leaving one on David Garcia. Now Camavinga does well to move away from Moncoyola. Vinny Jr., absolutely gorgeous, leaving Nacho Vidal sprawling in his wake. Vinny Jr. finds Camavinga. Nice footwork from him, but he just lost control of it. Mendy finding Vinny again. Vinny driving to the byline. Brilliant from Vinny. It's brilliantly blocked by Unai Garcia, and the ball cleared.
But this is a big difference when Real Madrid is attacking. Exploiting the capacity, the ability, Vinicius and Rodrigo, both wings, in the 1-against-1, trying to reach the byline, because the crosses from that position are really dangerous, not only for the forwards, also for the defenders. To clear that balls could be very dangerous for themselves.
Mendy. Real Madrid, remember, looking to maintain their perfect start to the season. A draw would leave them tied on points at the top of the table with their eternal rivals Barcelona. There's plenty of time for them to have something more to say about that, and that time they have begins ends with a corner as Rodrigo's cross took a deflection. Carvajal, suspected. Alaba's gone to left back. It's Camavinga. Rodrigo. Vinny Jr. wins a throw.
Budimir coming on for Osasuna.
Camavinga. That's a good cross to Benzema. Lovely control. He's bundled over. No. Play to continue. The immediate reaction of Cuadra Fernandez. Benzema screaming in frustration. Play continues. Camavinga with a shot.
Wow, this is a clear penalty.
There's a clear push, isn't there? Meanwhile, Camavinga's shot was well saved by Herrera, comfortably saved. And Cuadra Fernandez wants things to stop. Meanwhile, play continues. And he's going to have a look at the VAR screen, and we all know what this means. You saw it clearly on the replay, Victor. There's only one decision Cuadra Fernandez can presumably take.
First, we have to check the position of Benzema, if he's onside or offside. I'm not sure. But what is clear is that defender push Benzema when he has the good position.
Sergio Herrera seems to suspect it will be given.
This is the it's onside.
Of course, the referee won't have seen that little push from where he is, but it is absolutely clear, isn't it? And here is the decision. Penalty given in favour. No, and it's a red card as well.
And now is the time to remember last season. Herrera 2 penalty saves to Benzema. Let's see now what happened.
Well,
but this one is the important one.
Yellow card for Kike Garcia. David Garcia seeing red. Osasuna down to 10. You cannot argue with those images. That is textbook. It's a penalty. Will Benzema be the player to take it? Presumably he will. And he has a chance to get some form of revenge over the excellent Sergio Herrera. It's going to be Benzema. Well, two players who, as Victor points out, know each other well. Benzema by no means 100% record from the penalty spots. Referee making sure players of both sides are outside of the Osasuna area. The whistle goes. Benzema. Oh, off the crossbar! And the score remains the same. Karim Benzema against Sergio Herrera. It just won't work for him. And this one perhaps in the knowledge that to beat the Osasuna keeper, he had to put it in the roof of the net. He overcooked it. Karim Benzema, as he realises he's wasted Madrid's opportunity to take the lead with 11. Down to 10 men, but still plenty left to be said. on the pitch of the Santiago Bernabeu tonight.
We have to ask to Herrera what is the formula to get into the probably next golden ball player mind and to block him, because in my opinion that situation is a mind block from Benzema. For sure he was kicking the ball, thinking in the last season 2 penalties where he missed.
More disappointment for Karim Benzema. But it all boils down to 10 minutes to go and Madrid against 10 men. And here's Rodrigo, not the greatest of first touches. The ball falls for Karim Benzema. This time there's no mistake, but the flag is up for offside, and it seemed pretty clear.
Yeah, now he scores, but I think he was in an offside position also. Referees are going to review.
Well, it's very tight, but I would suspect that left foot is narrowly offside. VAR will have to have a look at it, of course. Estrada Fernandez will confirm or not Quadra Fernandez's linesman's original decision. Very tight.
The angle of the camera we have seen the review could be strange, because it's not exactly with the line.
We've learned, Victor, you have to wait until you get the final decision to give an opinion, really, because it's such a complicated, I mean, tight.
Maybe also it could be handball from Rodrigo. So,
well, Moncayola is replaced. Bruno, you'll fill us in with all 3 changes being made by Arrasate.
Yes, Moncayola is one of the players to come off. Ante Budimir coming on to replace him. Nacho Vidal going off. Manu Sanchez coming on. Aridane as well. And I think we'll wait and see who the final player coming off is. Quique Garcia.
So, Budimir, Aridane and Manu Sanchez all come on. The goal scorer Quique Garcia is replaced. Aridane and Manu Sanchez offering more defensive support. Bruno, just confirm the 3 players who've gone off: Quique Garcia, Nacho Vidal and
Quique Garcia, Nacho Vidal and John Moncayola.
Okay, thanks Bruno. So Arrasate making a move, bringing on Budimir up front for the goal scorer Quique Garcia, but also defensive support in the shape of Manu Sanchez and Aridane. Osasuna still on. 7 and a bit minutes to go plus added time. Karim Benzema has just missed a penalty, a huge opportunity to give Real Madrid the lead. Osasuna down to 10 men. Neat footwork indeed there from Aimor Oroz. Little flick on, there's a chase. The advantage is all for Antonio Rudiger. Rodrigo. Vini Jr. Rodrigo. Here's Benzema. He'll be furious and he missed the penalty. Camavinga. One took a deflection, goes out for a corner. You can see the defenders doubting whenever Vini Jr. runs at them. You have no idea what he's going to do.
Yeah, and that's why it's very important for Real Madrid to provide balls to him, especially when he's in the left wing, because he's definitely the best weapon for Real Madrid.
Alaba with the corner.
The player
past the far post, nobody there to receive.
He's the player that he's providing the best chances to score for Real Madrid. Not only today, during the last games. So for me, that's very, very important. And we are watching again. Benzema missed. Look at his face.
Well, the player
he's thinking again the same.
Player's demanding with himself, as Benzema will not be happy about that one. You can rest assured he's going to spend the next 5 and a bit minutes doing everything within his power to make amends and help Real Madrid maintain their perfect start to the season. At the moment, Osasuna very much a stumbling block in their path. Just to recap, as we see Mariano preparing to be brought on by Carlo Ancelotti. A draw for Real Madrid today means they would be tied on points at the top of the table with Barcelona. Dani Carvajal, the man replaced. Mariano Diaz, more firepower up front in these closing moments of this matchday 7 game.
One more player for the box. Real is with one player after the red card that Osasuna received, and now it's supposed that more balls has going to arrive to the box, and with Mariano, Real will have more chances to win air balls. Especially Osasuna is very strong in this situation with the 3 center backs, and also with Ariane is a very strong player also in there.
Here's Vinny Jr. The shot from Rodrigo blocked by Aridane. Rodrigo it was who won the ball back to initiate that attack. 4 minutes of the regulation, 90 left on the clock. Camavinga on the ball. Outside him, Alaba. Camavinga twisting and turning. Hits it straight at the referee. Ball played back to the feet of Camavinga. Vinny Jr. Still Vinny Jr. Tries a shot, and that was on target. It's well saved once more by Sergio Herrera. That's 2 very similar shots he's had to block, going down low to his left. It's been a fabulous performance once again by Herrera in goal for Osasuna.
That's what not easy save, with the ball rebounding just in front of him.
Well, Osasuna must maintain 125% concentration for these closing moments, because Real Madrid past masters at striking at the right moment and causing heartache to their rivals. Just when you think we've done the job, we've held Real Madrid to a draw, they'll come back and hit you in the closing seconds. So game very much still on, with the ball at the feet of Vinny Jr. Vinny's cross to the far post, and neither Militao nor Mariano can quite get the contact they required at that far post. Another awkward, vicious cross in from Vinny.
Again, the most dangerous things for Real Madrid always happen when Vinicius touch the ball.
Herrera. It's very pleasing to see that Sergio Herrera isn't obviously taking too much time to put the ball back in play. Another little lesson there in playing football the right way from Arasati's Osasuna. Oroz goes down, just clipped by Camavinga, and there's the clear demonstration of how frustrated Dani Carvajal feels. Budimir wasn't too far away from getting on the end of that. Rudiger forced to give away a throw-in attack to Osasuna, down a few yards away from the corner flag. 1 minute of the regulation 90. And there's perhaps the first example of an Osasuna player taking advantage to lose a few vital seconds. It's headed away by Militao, back in by Moy Gomez, who tries a shot! And very nearly catching Andriy Lunin by surprise. That was not far off target. Budimir winning the header. What a volley from Moy Gomez. And more than one heart in more than one mouth in the Santiago Bernabeu as that one flashed by the post. Camavinga with the cross. Herrera failing to get there. Flag up for offside. Herrera quickly back to his feet. Clearly offside there, Mariano Diaz.
I never understood this situation with forwards, especially when I was winger and crossing. You are watching the line, so you have to keep your position on side.
It's just the desire to get a chance on goal, I guess. 5 minutes have been added. We're halfway through the first of those 5. 10-man Osasuna pluckily holding on. As we've just seen with that Moy Gomez effort, their attacking threat isn't done and dusted either. Can they hold on? Can Real Madrid win the game and continue their unblemished start to the campaign? That one blasted away by Lucas Toro. One thing's for sure, the remaining 4 minutes are going to seem like 4 hours for that Osasuna defence. Oroz taking one in the face from Vinny. Vinny trying to get it through. Budimir going in firmly on Asensio. The ball falling to Valverde. Here's Alaba. Cross blocked by Ante Budimir. Another throw for Real Madrid. More precious seconds ticking away. Asensio with the cross. That one cleared as well. It's going to be more or less a carbon copy of this for the closing minutes, one suspects. Camavinga. Valverde. Rodrigo returning it to the Uruguayan. Valverde with the cross towards the far post. Mariano Diaz rising to greet the ball ahead of Aridane. Made a solid contact to his header. Just couldn't quite keep it down.
Yeah, it was a very good chance. Very good cross from Valverde and a very clear situation from Mariano.
Well, that was close. Lovely ball in from Fede Valverde. Herrera sending the goal kick long. It will be a throw to Real Madrid that Eder Militao will take. There's Rudiger. 2.5 minutes to go. Alaba. Vinny Jr. losing it cheaply to Ruben Peña. Rudiger. Valverde. Asensio gets it onto his left foot. Thinks about returning it to Valverde. Instead he finds Rodrigo Goes. Valverde. Rudiger to Camavinga. Oroz was on him quickly. The cross is placed in, and Karim Benzema this time with the header. Aridane probably just doing enough to put him off his stride. Also Unai Nunez, who's put in an absolutely heroic performance all night in the Bernabeu in central defence, especially of course since he's been without his partner David Garcia. Two players in central defence who've started all but one of Osasuna's games so far this season. They won't be starting the next one. Garcia will of course be suspended. Just over a minute to go.
Yeah, that was again a very good cross from Rodrigo's side, but without the good response from Benzema. At the end, Real Madrid is creating some chances, clear chances to score.
There's an awkward one for Herrera. Just gets there ahead of the very bruising physical presence of Eder Militao. This time Herrera stays down. just to earn a few more precious seconds. There are 40 of those seconds left. Can't really see Quadra Fernandez adding too much more once we get to the 95. The ball goes to Lunin. Here's Rudiger. The Bernabeu urging their players on. Camavinga on the ball. Still Camavinga gets away from Moy Gomez before being brought down. Free kick given, and this could well be the final opportunity for Real Madrid to find a way to maintain their perfect start. Just a body check there by Moy Gomez. From the Santiago Bernabeu, Victor, full credit to the team from Pamplona.
Yeah, well-deserved point, for sure. Osasuna did their job very well. They were in the game. Also, keeping and holding the result with one player less. But in my opinion, Real Madrid has lost these 2 points because they didn't play well. Just the first 10 minutes of the game, they showed the spirit to go for the game, but that was the end of the game. Just waiting, things happen, and this is something that Real Madrid has happened more times during this season. Other times appears individuals. Tonight they haven't appeared, and they lost the 2 points.
They lost the 2 points in the 100% record. Kike Garcia, the scorer of Osasuna's equaliser, is the MVP of tonight's game. Victor Sanchez, a real pleasure. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Bruno. Pitch side, Real Madrid lose their condition as the only team with a 100% start to the season. They're tied at the top of Laliga Santander table by their rivals Football Club Barcelona, and that, for any fans, any neutral fans of La Liga, is a mouth-watering situation. Delight in the celebration of the Osasuna players. The